Hello and welcome. I'm Dominic, the creator of CoreShop, and I'm going to tell you about CoreShop today. First, let's start with who I am. Most of you already know me either from past conferences, from GitHub, Gitter, the old forum, or from maybe any of my plugins. I'm a Pimcore developer since 2012. I was the first ever awarded Pimcore MVP in 2018. I am the CEO and founder of the CoreShop company. I am CEO and founder of the Course company, and I am one of the top non-Pimcore contributors on Pimcore GitHub. I made the first commit in CoreShop on 16th of March 2015 at around 5 o'clock, and that's where it all started. So let's first start with what is Course. Course is my new company, which is part of the Economics Group. The Economics Group itself has more than 20 years of experience in digital consulting, development of websites, digital e-commerce, portals, PIM, SEO, all around digitalization. With Course, Pimcore is now part of the group as well. And the Course is providing development and consulting services all around Pimcore. We're also a silver partner, and all of our employees are 100% certificated Pimcore developers or consultants or both. What's the CoreShop company? CoreShop is owned by Course. CoreShop GmbH is focusing around financing the development of CoreShop and actually doing also the development of CoreShop, providing services all around CoreShop, such as developer trainings, consultant trainings, development resources, enterprise and extension development, and consulting services like general audits, performance audits, all around your CoreShop project. So what is CoreShop? CoreShop is not just e-commerce, it is way more. It is a set of bundles and components specifically made to enhance developer and user experience all around Pimcore. All bundles glued together become a full-featured e-commerce suite designed specifically and just for Pimcore. Why CoreShop in the first place? With CoreShop 1, the e-commerce framework was closed source and I had the need for e-commerce in Pimcore, so I started creating CoreShop. Pimcore then open sourced the e-commerce framework, but we still had the need for a more standardized but still extendable features. Because with the e-commerce framework, you often start copying code from older projects into new projects. What are some of the advantages of CoreShop? CoreShop is natively integrated directly into the Pimcore backend UI using XJS. It is a full-featured e-commerce suite. It has unlimited flexibility and very simple customization. It is composable. It is like I said already, it is a set of different bundles that can be used also outside of an e-commerce context, for example, the menu bundle or index bundle. It is very developer friendly and developer focused, and it can also be used alongside the e-commerce framework. What are some of the features of CoreShop? Localization of countries, currencies, stores, taxes. So CoreShop is a multi-store, multi-currency feature, which can use exchange rates, for example, to convert between different currencies. It has a powerful rule engine for all kinds of price calculations, like card price rules with or without voucher codes, catalog price rules, specific product price rules, shipping calculations, for example, also for email notifications. So every email that goes out of CoreShop to the customer is configured via the backend and is triggered on certain actions. We also have the rule engine for tier pricing and also for some other CoreShop extensions. We have a backend index and filter configuration for layered navigation or filters. That's one of the bundles you can use outside the e-commerce context. We have a built-in order state workflow based on Symfony workflow. We have a configurable checkout manager, which also supports different kinds of checkouts. So for example, if you have like B2C customers and B2B customers, you can have a different checkout for the B2B customers. It is completely Symfony based. So there is nothing fancy in there, just Pimcore and Symfony, and many more features. What is CoreShop Enterprise? The CoreShop company provides enterprise features to CoreShop, enterprise bundles to CoreShop, such as advanced warehousing and purchase order management, where you can have multiple warehouses, have stock in multiple warehouses, define on order shipping from what warehouse you want to take the stock out, and also purchase order management. So if a certain stock threshold gets like is hit, you can automatically create purchase orders, which are then sent to the supplier via API, via email, via whatever, also configurable. And once the goods come in, you can create goods receipts and actually book into the warehouse the new stock again. Then we have inbound email processing, where you could do things like customer support. So if this customer sends an email about a certain order based on a set of criteria, you can match it directly to the order and directly answer it from the Pimcore backend and still have all the history about all the communication with the customer. Or another example is if you get like a stock file from a supplier via email, you could use that bundle to import that stock file into Pimcore. Return and refund management, return management being RMA, for example, and refund management to actually refund the customer. Geodate data in index and filter, where you can use actual geospatial data to store that information into the CoreShop index and then filter based on that. So you can do things like a map search where you can search based on postcode, for example, in a given radius for retailers. Voucher credits to buy actual vouchers and use them in the terms of actual monetary value. So like you purchase a 20 euro voucher and you only use 10 euros, you still have 10 euros left. B2B credit purchasing, where you can allow the customer or customer groups or companies that they are allowed to buy to check out orders for a specific level of value, like let's say 10,000 euros, and they can directly check out and confirm the order without actually paying right away. And document routes, named routes linked to documents, where you have a configuration in the backend, where you can create new routes and just link documents, also localized, and use that route name in Twig then. The CoreShop company also provides services all around Pimcore, like already said, or around CoreShop, developer trainings, consulting trainings, development resources, enterprise and extension development, and consulting services like general audits or performance audits. Let's take a look at the downloads. The CoreShop full stack installation currently has around 52,000 installations or downloads. In the past 30 days, it was 1900s, and we have total downloads of all components and bundles of around 520,000 downloads. These numbers come from Packagist and are from August this year. What's new with 3.0? In 3.0, we decided that the order, quote, and card data object class in Pimcore is one unified class. So in CoreShop 2.2, we had an order class, quote class, and card class, and used transformers to basically transform one to the other. In CoreShop 3, we removed the quote and the card, and we now only have the order because the data model for all these three classes were basically the same. So we always had to copy all the fields. And we differentiate them by a state field, and we switch between these states using a Symfony workflow. We are fully PHP 8 typed, fully statically typed wherever possible. We are Pimcore X compatible, to be specific 10.2.2 compatible. We integrated front-end behead tests, so CoreShop now also is front-end tested, not only domain level tested. We also added PSAM tests alongside STAN tests to further improve static analysis. We use Pimcore slugs instead of static routes now for products and categories, so we take advantage of the new slug feature from Pimcore. We split the user and the customer relation. In CoreShop 2.2, we only had a customer, and the customer had a password or a flag is guest. And if it wasn't a guest and had a password, he could log in using these credentials. If it was a guest and did not have a password, he could not log in. In CoreShop 3.0, we split that up. So we have a customer, which is basically just a person purchasing, and we have a user associated with the login credentials. So if a customer doesn't have a user, it's basically a guest. If he has a user, he logs in as that user/customer. We further abstracted the Payum integration because it was tightly coupled to CoreShop, to the full setup. We further abstracted that, so it's now better and easier usable outside the CoreShop, the e-commerce context. We have some new listings in the background, some custom lists, example for customers and customer groups. We also have a customer creation in the backend. So when you create an order in the backend and the customer still doesn't exist, you can now create it directly in the backend without using the standard Pimcore UI for that. And we have many more improvements to developer experience and user experience. Now to a quick case study. The project I'm going quickly to show you is Tilo.com. Tilo is a wooden floor manufacturer in Austria. And they had the requirements to launch the new website without e-commerce because they didn't know if they actually want to do e-commerce and how and what and whatever. And we then introduced sample buying, where you can order samples of certain products after the actual launch of the website. There is no login. You can just add the things to the carts and then go through the checkout and just put in your customer information. You can only purchase 6 per order because they have a specifically made box where they put in the samples to ship them. And we also have a B2B portal where the retailer logs in and can create a sample order for a customer, but for free. And it's multi-site as well. So we have the main website, we have an app, which is also served from Pimcore. We have the B2B portal, and there's also a microsite sort of for a specific collection of products, which is easy, Tilo.com. So the result was the website did go live in 2019, and the sample buying was launched end of 2020. So this is how it looks. This is the product listing page where you can put in the product to the cart. And once you go to the checkout, you just put in your information, select the payment type, and you're basically done. And for the retailer, we have a similar UI in the backend where they put in the customer information, then they put in the products they want to order for the customer, and then the order is set and done. We also send different emails based on who creates the order, if the customer creates it or the retailer creates it, all using CoreShop notifications. So let's give it a try. It's super easy to set up, just needs the composer, enable the bundle, install it, and optionally, you can also install the demo data and then just go to /en/shop. For more information, just visit coreshop.org or course.gmbh. Thank you very much.